Hello everyone, Skilled at Luck here, and I'm actually going to be playing a little bit of Pokemon today. I just wanted to showcase a deck that's been picking up a little bit of steam in the standard format, and kind of start diving into playing some Pokemon rather than just Magic. Been having a lot of fun playing, so I just wanted to go ahead and jump right on in. We're actually going to be playing Bird Trio, so this is a deck that did really well in some Hexter events recently, and if you don't know about those events, Hexter TCG, check them out. But this deck has been really cool. It's very good at the one to two things it really does, and that's just hitting really hard with the Bird Trio. So we want to be going second. Let's see what our opponent does. Looks like we're going first, so that's not exactly what we want to be doing, but we can deal with it. So our Victini out here, so this is a really big important part of our deck and why we typically want to go second, so we can attack with that victory sign, so we can load up our Bird Trio to get a quick attack with it. Typically, let's see here, looks like this might be Falinks or Sanaconda. Falinks, okay. So we actually have resistance to fighting, so that could be fine for us. We're such a supporter-heavy deck, so going seconds or going first is not great. We definitely want to get Welder at some point. He could just have a Twin Energy and knock this Victini out. Let's go ahead. We have a Electric Energy prized. Got both Victinis. We only want to run one energy retrieval. Looks like we have a Pokédoll prized, a Pokégear prized, two Quick Balls prized. We have a Switch in hand. We have Tag Call in hand. It looks like we have a Power Plant prized. Green's Exploration. Welder, definitely. Yeah, that should be our prizes. Having one less Welder in the deck is definitely not great for us. But I think that's going to be it for this turn. Hope this Victini doesn't get knocked out. Normally, their first attack should be Call for Family to set up making where they take less damage on our attacks with their Phalanx V. Oh, Crushing Hammer! It's been so popular lately in the standard format. It's so rough. I hate coin flips. Oh, there's that Phalanx attack. Professor's Research. One thing that's really good about this deck, though, is the fact that math does work out pretty well for us. They do have to typically knock out two Bird Trios to actually win the game, and that's 300 HP apiece. So we're trying to hit for 210 and to normally not KO something, but set it up really well to where we can Sky Legends GX and knock out two or three things off of that singular attack. So at this point, we're definitely going to have to... Let's go ahead and look for a Welder. Did not get a Welder. That's not super handy yet, but will be handy on our following turn. Go ahead and ditch this other Victini. Yep, I don't have a supporter. And nothing great there. Yeah, that Crushing Hammer was rough. So they're going to very likely get the knockout on our continued. This is a matchup that they are trying to slow our game down a lot. So oftentimes, especially with this 140 HP that they have now, if we get too late in this game, they do start to become favored because they require less prizes, or they give up less prizes in their game plan than we do. That crushing hammer could definitely be a problem. So Lieutenant Surge is online. We didn't get anything off that matters, so it looks like we're going to go ahead and thin up the deck a little bit more. Get another bird trio on that. Let's go ahead. Come on. So I have one more supporter for the turn. We didn't see that, but we do have the ability to set up for an attack next turn. So, what does their stadium do again? 10 more damage. That's more prize cards, so that's not doing anything at the moment. But I don't really want to give them energy either at the moment. So let's go ahead and go this route. Cough that up. And powerful energy as the game goes on can be a little bit more relevant, especially for the GX attack. So we have a switch in hand, so yeah, let's go ahead and do that. We have access to 5 energy. Let's just hope we don't get Marnie or reset stamped. The Falinks has been just definitely a headache to play against, especially if they're getting heads every time. Oh boy. Yeah. So right now they're hitting for 90, minus our resistance, so 70. So we do. Oh. Yep. That's real good. We do get to attack this turn. Don't need Stealthy Hood in this matchup. So I guess we can go ahead and start setting up. No, that's far past. May as well go ahead and use a supporter. So what we want to do is set up Welder for next turn. Let's take those. I should have played the Surge actually. So essentially I'm about to take a prize and I won't be able to use Surge next turn without them taking prizes, which is probably not going to happen for a while. But we are in a very commanding lead now that we have our birds set up and they're still not hitting for enough damage. Because I believe, so we have to hit this for 220, and with powerful energy we're hitting for 230, so we can knock out the V next turn. Definitely this one. And that should get close to getting this wrapped up. So, boss this boy up. Don't really need a quick balls anymore. Yeah, I'd rather start setting up the fire energy because they run crushing hammer. Yeah. They won't have any attacker set up now, so we're pretty likely to just win this game from this point on. But no reason to play less optimal. We definitely want to keep setting up this bird as we go. Probably should actually greens there for a boss to guarantee the win next turn, but they're at a point where they need turbo patch and a lot to actually win the game. Yeah, Scrapper's not a big deal. And not getting the boss there very well could win us this game because of Pokegear being able to dig deeper and everything being at the bottom. Do they run Crobat? Or did they? Nope. Okay. Makes sense because they are a deck that wants to just have Falinks on the bench, and bench space is very limited. Oh, boss? Boss! There we go. All right, that wraps this game up. I don't need an energy, and there we go. That definitely went a lot better than my last time playing against Falinks, but I had a much slower start against them, but this time they also had a pretty slow start as well. So let's go ahead and try to run another. Probably do one more game for this video just to continue to showcase the deck and what it does. Now, one thing that definitely hurts this deck's uprising in recent times is probably the resurgence of Pikarom in the same week. Pikarom is an extremely hard matchup because of weakness. Pikarom can actually one-shot your bird trio, so really tough time. Let's see what our opponent wants to do. Maybe we can get a game going second. Yeah, got what we wanted. Have our Victini, but the rest of our hand looks like trash. But we have outs with Tag Call, Quick Ball, just pretty much anything that puts Bird Trio out there makes this hand significantly better. Looks like we are going against the BDIF. We're going against ADP. Well, Pokegear might get us there. Cynthia and Caitlin might get us there. So this deck's actually a good matchup for us, but we can't really miss our steps. Like if we do have a slower start than what our deck ideally wants to have, it can be really tough. But we actually are favored in this matchup as long as everything's going the way it currently is. I'm actually kind of surprised that they chose to go first, though. Typically, they would want to go first or go second, so they could set up for a first turn GX attack with RCT Alpaca. I'm sure most of you, if you're watching this, already know what this card is because everyone really dislikes playing against it. Well, their Mawile is not going to take me off of Dedenne or anything because I don't run those. I can't. Greens does not allow me to play abilities. Well, yep. Dedenne, they must not have very good cards in their hand at the moment. Yeah, their hand was a total brick. There we go. Our big boy Zacian. Welder's good. Not what we were looking for, though. Let's see if we can hit greens. Nope. Do hit another welder, which does entice me to welder onto this. Oh, boy. Not getting any Pokemon is certainly not good for us. Let's go ahead and do this because just like I said earlier, missing a step in this matchup is not good. And we did exactly that after drawing so many cards. So we need it this turn. We just cannot go without this turn. I honestly could have pitched another welder. Oh no. We're bricking so badly. It's so bad. Oh. Let's go ahead and set it up to where maybe, just maybe, they knock out a Pokédoll and we can have a Victini for next turn. Because we do have birds with greens now. But it's going to be so hard to win this game. Oh boy. And it only gets harder. At least they don't get any prizes. At least they don't get any prizes. Oh my. Well, they do have cards, so but let's see if we can maybe just randomly get there. If we just maybe cut them off of a Dedenne or something, maybe it can slow them down enough, but they're going to have everything set up now. Zamazenta is a little bit better right now than it usually is because we're using our powerful energy. And it can definitely take that off. So, okay. At least we got a good draw. Probably not going to be a better time. Let's see. I don't want... So I have to get a welder and a tag call. So with Welder Tech Call in hand, we can start setting up another bird trio next turn. So we can, oh well, our hand won't be as great after a Morny. Looks like they're going to try to, oh, okay, they're going to do that. If they had brought up the Zamazenta and used its attack and discarded my energy, they would have been in a position where I would have been required to draw an energy per turn. The reason I didn't go get a bird trio previous turn to avoid the Marnie was because I don't want to also set one up to where they can boss me out of it. But yeah, I feel like the Zamazenta would have probably been a better play this turn. So we have not gotten any favors at all. Oh, well, is it 170? Just have to burn a Welder and hope we get another Pokemon. Which we did, so that's good. So we will be able to do that. I don't foresee Reset Stamp being relevant again. So let's do it like that. Which that's part of what makes this matchup so good, is now that my GX went back into my deck, they're denied the prizes, and now they're required to have boss's orders on my turn or on their turn to try to catch back up. Though we still have a lot to work on to get in this game. Marnie's not a horrible spot for us. I would have rather had those cards. We got Welder and a powerful energy, so we need another energy. If I can just draw another fire energy. That's not going to do it. So we're going to be behind on this one. So by doing this, it makes them again have to have the boss. And if they didn't have the boss last turn, I'm just going to hope they don't top deck it. So if they knock out the Victini, they go down to 2 prizes. Our Lieutenant Surges become relevant again, which sadly I discarded one. But they have to take a knockout that's not favored for them in this trade if they don't have boss. Let's see. So they're setting it up so they can have boss for next turn. Which is interesting. Little do they know, I have boss as well. So taking that Zacian off the table is going to be humongous. Let's go ahead and get our water energy. Go ahead and discard this. So we are poised to win this game now, because everything is one shot by the birds, and they can only two shot it. Greens is good insurance. I just hope no crushing hammer. But even with such a bad start that we had there, and our opponent actually having a pretty strong one, it just shows how good of a matchup this deck actually has overall. Like, just denying them that bird that they had hit earlier, it's really good. Interesting. Oh, I see what they're doing. Yeah. So currently I can't one-shot Zacian. Do I still have the Vitality Band, or have I discarded that? I feel like it got put to the bottom earlier. So powerful energy is in my hand, actually, so I can actually just attach the powerful energy. What am I talking about? Yeah, that's just a knockout right there. Oh, we're having some internet issues. There we are. Okay. So 2-0 with the deck. Falinks wasn't the most exciting thing in the world, but we got to play against the BDIF and take it down. So go ahead and pull up the list. It's not mine. This one was actually, this particular list, I believe, was Azul's. So watched him put together the list and liked it a lot. Just kind of showcase it if you didn't catch all of that. So have our Pokemon, which are the 4 Victinis and 3 of the Bird Trio. Just consistently, you might mulligan a little bit more often with this deck than some others, but you always end up with Pokemon that you need. Our 2 reset stamps, 3 tag calls, Lily's Pokedoll, Scoop Up Net, Quick Balls, Energy Retrieval, Switch. So it's actually 2 Quick Balls, sorry about the split. 2 Energy Spinners, Power Plant, Giant Hearth, Radiant Forest, 2 Lieutenant Surges, Welder, Bossasaurus, Guzmahala, Greens, Cynthia, Caitlin, Big Charm, Vitality Band, Stealthy Hood, which it didn't matter any of the matchups that we did play, but this is a card that's extremely good in the Eternatus matchup for Zigzagoons, so they can't ping you 3 times and then be able to one-shot your Bird Trio. And then our energies. So yeah, that's the deck, and that is the video. Thanks everyone for watching, and I do plan on doing some more Pokemon content, especially once I get more decks on here, which is going to be very soon. And hopefully I can show y'all some more fun content.